Hello, everyone. I'm Opie Clint. Welcome to Late Night Meditation. As always, it's great to be here online with all of you, whether you're watching from Zoom, YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. And of course, hello again, everyone. Uh, sorry. So hello, Eric. Hello, K Noon. Hello, Vivi. Hi, iPhone and Paula. Thanks for joining in here on Zoom. Also, hello, Stacy, Julie, Sue, Hakuzo on YouTube, and everyone watching on Facebook and Twitch. As always, it's great to be with you all. And if you are following on Facebook, I am streaming to several pages at once. So if you don't see my face on the top corner, very likely I can't see your comment right now, but I'll always come back and reply as usual. Hello, Gunyan. Thanks for joining on Facebook. And Ivy on also on YouTube. Oh, it's storming over there. Hakuzo's letting me know. Yeah, it was pretty rainy over here too, but it's calmed down. So, wherever you are, everyone, I hope you're all safe, dry, and warm or cool, wherever you are. So, as always, I hope you all been doing your homework. So the homework is, if in case you forgot, the homework is whatever you're doing, have relaxation and awareness. The two steps of meditation. So whatever you're doing, try to do both. Of course, you need awareness, that focus of what you're doing, but also try to relax. It'll help you learn how to get that balance just right. That way it's not too stressful, too tense, too forceful. Instead, the balance. That's what we need. So to practice that balance, not just in meditation, but to use it in your daily life, you'll be able to meditate a lot easier. So I hope you all keep up with the homework. Even if you do a little bit a day, it can really go a long way. And hello, Serena. Thanks for joining in. So, as always, or at least for the next couple months, I have an interesting thing to plan after that. But for now, as usual, I let you guys decide what level of instruction would you guys like today. Would you like level 1, as in you're brand new to meditation? Level 2, as in you kind of know what you're doing, but you like a lot of instruction? Level 3, a bit more moderate? Or level 4, long silence? And of course, for those who like long silence, Fridays are always level 4. So go ahead and show me with your fingers, or type in the chat, type into the comments. Also, those watching on Facebook or YouTube, I take those comments into consideration for the next video. But as we know, the next video will be Friday, so that's level 4, and I'll put it into Mondays. Okay, so I see a couple 2s, a couple 1s. Hello, Amit. Thanks for joining on Facebook. Okay. All right, looks like a lot of 1s today. All right, I'll wait a few more seconds. Of course, remember these are not levels of difficulty. It's just how much instruction you would like. And I will guide you in that way. Because the thing about meditation is, it's not that difficult. It's actually quite simple. But depending on how much you practice, it's a lot easier or a bit challenging to get into that zone. So that's why I help you out. And of course, some days, it's like you don't feel it. You need a lot of help. So I'm glad to help you in. And some days, I'm ready to go. Let's go silent. And that's fine too. Okay? All right. Looks like today will be level 1. All right. So, as it is meant for those who are brand new, and of course, if you're a regular meditator, it's okay also. And hello, Kaisi. Thanks for joining in. So, one thing to remember is meditation has just 2 steps. Okay? Relaxation and awareness. And it's on purpose this way. It needs to be simple, easy. Meditation is not supposed to be difficult. It's not supposed to feel difficult. It's actually a way of helping us rest, and resting both body and mind. So how do we do it? First, sit comfortably. Okay? There are many meditation positions, poses, and postures. Use what works for you. The important thing is you feel comfortable. Okay? Next step is consciousness or focus. And what we like to do is have your mind stay with one thing, something simple, easy. And it can be anything at all right? So whatever you choose, allow your mind to stay with that comfortably, all right? So as we practice, just remember to relax your body, relax your mind, Don't force, don't push. Take it at your time. And also, this is a video or online. You're not forced to sit here the whole time. It's okay to push pause, take a break. All right? It's always at your pace. I'll be here. Okay? So, let's get into our perfect position, as I like to call it, because it's perfect for you. And when you're ready, gently close your eyes. Taking a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air. And breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Breathing is a very natural and easy way to help you relax. It helps us release, relax, take in that cool, calming oxygen, helping our cells refresh, rejuvenate. This is why in many meditation practices, they like to use breathing because it's so simple, easy, and helps us get in deeper without trying too hard. So allow yourself to breathe comfortably, feeling the air flow in and out, relaxingly, comfortably. And allow your entire body to feel at ease, nice and comfortable. And to help us become more comfortable, let us do a body scan. It's not a scan to find something, but it's more taking your time, going down one muscle at a time to release and relax, allowing your body to fully relax as best you can. So let us start at the top of your head, relaxing your forehead, your eyebrows, your eyelids, very gently closing them as if you are about to go to sleep. Letting your eyelids fall very gently, very lightly, like a feather falling on the still water. And allow the relaxation to flow down every muscle in your face, your nose, your cheeks, your mouth, down to your chin, letting your entire face become completely relaxed. And as we're practicing, remember it's okay to move. You don't need to be a statue. Make adjustments, especially in the beginning. We're finding our perfect position, that position that feels perfect to you. And sometimes, even your perfect position may change. So feel free to adjust into your new perfect position. You're not doing anything wrong if you move. Back then, they would say, sit still, don't move. That's how they taught meditation hundreds of years ago. But it was meant for people of that time. As we know, meditation needs two things: relaxation and awareness. Back then, they were just too relaxed. So their awareness or focus was never quite there. And that's why sit still, don't move. It helps us with focus. But people nowadays, we focus way too much. If you don't believe me, people today, we will plan, and then we'll plan about planning. We'll think about this, think about that, and we won't be able to stay with it very long. Always thinking of the next thing, the next thing. We have focus, but the focus is short and always focusing on something else continuously. So, what we need to do is learn how to slow down, to relax. When we allow ourselves to release and relax, that helps us regain our balance. And relaxation doesn't mean to be lazy, and it's not a waste of time. It's just preparing ourselves to slow down, to feel at ease, so that we can go in deeper, easier. So continue to allow your body to relax, relaxing your neck, your shoulders, your arms, down to the tips of your fingers, relaxing your chest, your abdomen, and your back. Slowly going down your back, one vertebra at a time. Feel like you are getting a massage, releasing, relieving, and relaxing all the muscles in your back. And allow the relaxation to flow down to your legs. Let it trickle down from one muscle to the next, releasing and relaxing down to the tips of your toes. And just feel your entire body completely relaxed, completely comfortable, feeling like you can sit like this forever or for as long as you'd like. As we know, the first step is relaxation. Allow your body to feel comfortable, relaxed. So like I said earlier, feel free to adjust. It's okay to move. I like to say we meditate for inner peace, not Instagram. And what I mean by this is, you don't have to care about how you look. Instead of trying to look perfect, allow yourself to feel perfect, as it feels perfect to you right now. Just like we talked about on Monday. If you're trying to sit up, or sit up straight, or something like that, it requires a balance of flexibility and strength. Everything in life needs balance. And sometimes we might not be strong enough or not flexible enough. Make adjustments, and then we can work on it later on. So for now, make adjustments. Adjustments allow us to grow. If we're too rigid, and sadly if we're rigid and going the wrong direction, we'll continue going on the wrong path. But if we start to make some adjustments, it makes it easier to keep going, to find our way. So don't force, don't push. Start with relaxation, then awareness. So once your body is relaxed, or at least comfortable enough, we move on to the next step, consciousness or focus. But it's a very light focus. That's why we use the word awareness. And what we can do is let our mind stay with just one thing. A meditation object, an image, a feeling, it's even a sound. The point is to let your mind stay with just one thing rather than everything. Because throughout the day, our mind loves to switch from one thing to the next. It seems like we're thinking of many things at once. But in reality, our mind can only think of one thing at a time. We just switch back and forth very quickly. Similar to the image on your screen now as you're watching me. It may look like a single fluid image, but in reality, it's flashing at us 60 times per second, but we look at it as one simple image. Just like our mind, and our mind's even faster than that. So as we practice, right now we're learning, or really practicing, to slow down, to allow our mind to slow down, not be moving at light speed all the time. But just like slowing down anything, give it time, give it space. Don't be forceful. Want to slow, gentle stop rather than trying to force it abruptly. And this is why we keep our mind with one thing. And I'm sure you already realize, even as you have your mind focus on that one thing, feeling, idea, or sound, you're still thinking of other things. They pop up here and there. But because you're actively trying to focus on that one thing. It helps it start to quiet down a little bit at a time. And give yourself time. You don't have to be perfect. Your mind doesn't have to be quiet right now. It could be like just turning your radio dial down by 1 when it might be at like 20 right now. And that's okay. Every little bit is a step forward. And sometimes we might be stepping forward but not realize it. It's a common occurrence with regular meditators. In some techniques, they call it that dull feeling where you feel kind of bored. And I say to them, it's not actually a good thing. It's showing that you're trying too hard. When you have expectation, you feel like something's supposed to happen. And when you feel like something's supposed to happen and it doesn't happen, you start to get bored. You start to get annoyed. You start to doubt and feel like you're doing something wrong. This is why, right from the beginning, I remind you all, including reminding myself, no expectations. Instead, each time we meditate, it's a brand new session, a brand new experience, an opportunity to try and experience, not anticipate, and not try to make something happen. Which may seem a little confusing. When you start to meditate, or before you start, you have a goal. You want the benefits of those meditation. That's a good way to help us start and take the time to meditate. But once we begin the actual meditation, we let go of trying to make it happen and simply experiencing. And that's why I like to say it's like a mini vacation, an opportunity to relax your body and your mind. So give yourself time to slow down, to take it easy, to enjoy. And of course, even in those times where your mind's seemingly calmer, starting to get a little quiet, your mind may still begin to wander, as it's the nature of the mind. So don't beat yourself up about it. You are normal. Even I get a wandering mind. But because of how much I practice, I'm able to bring it back a lot easier. So the tools that I like to use, that I also recommend to you all, is to use a mantra. A mantra is a sound, a word or phrase, something that helps us feel at ease, comfortable, or even just relieved. The mantra we like to use, Samma Arahang Samma Arahang. You can repeat this mantra in your mind as many times as you'd like, also at whatever tone or speed. You can say it higher, lower, slower, or faster, and any word or phrase that feels comfortable to you. The mantra and the meditation object are your personal tools to help you slow down, calm down, and gain a little bit of focus. Why I say a little bit is because sometimes we focus so much, or really too much, and then we lose the feeling of relaxation. This is actually a nice rule of thumb. If you still feel comfortable, you feel relaxed, you're still going in the right direction. But if you start to feel tense or discomfort, I recommend adjustment. Otherwise, you might start to gain a bad habit that actually many meditators have. That feeling of it's supposed to hurt before it feels good. This is incorrect. In some techniques, this is very true because they use the old style, sitting still, not moving. But for people today, I don't recommend it. Quality over quantity. You can gain good quality in a short amount of time if you can find your balance of relaxation and awareness. And this is why we practice. Practicing adjusting, starting off with relaxation, being comfortable enough, and then adding a little bit of focus, and adding more until it's balanced just right. And how do you know when it's just right? You will feel it. You'll feel it yourself. Similar to no one can feel if you are full because you are the one eating. Only you can feel it. So as we practice, make adjustments. Don't force. Don't push. Allow yourself to enjoy this mini vacation. So relax your body, relax your mind. Arahant. And now, let us continue in silence for a little while, letting our mind be calm, clear, and peaceful. Now, let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing, and imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean, and bright. And at the center of your object, there is a bright light. This light is the light of peace, love, and compassion. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. So we let this light illuminate our bodies, filling our bodies with light. And let this light shine out from us, filling the room. Let this light spread far and wide, filling the city, filling the state or province. Spread it out to fill the country, the surrounding countries, until filling the entire world, and now throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our co-workers, acquaintances, all the people you know, and all the people you don't know. To all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us make this wish together for us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Te Buddha Parapata Pacheka Nanchayang Palang Arahanta Nanchate Chinarakam Pantami Sapaso Sapaputanupavena Sapatamanupavena Sapasankhanupavena Saddha Soti Part 1 to they. Now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes. Take your time as we slowly come back. You can take in a few deep breaths, do a little stretch if you'd like, as we slowly come back. How is everyone feeling? Take a moment to notice how you feel right now and compare it to when we just started. Or as you become a regular meditator, compare it to last time. Each time we practice, it's either a good session or an almost good session. There are no bad sessions. And this is actually a very important thing to think about. If you think that you're always doing bad, you're not going to learn from it. Some days it's very good, easy, great, remember how you got there. Some days, difficult, what was going on? Remember what happened, what was it you were thinking about? That way you go, this kind of thought, I should get away from it before I meditate. Or one thing you'll also notice is the events in your day affect your meditation. And later, your meditation affects your day. But in the beginning, it's usually what's going on in your life will affect you first because you haven't practiced as much yet. And even after a lot of practice, it can still affect you quite a bit, depending on how much is still in your mind. So that's why we practice. This way, when it's time to get into it, we're getting that practice to slow down. Then when there's times where we need to get some calm in a very stressful situation, we're able to get it back even a little bit. Is better than nothing. Okay? Okay. So, into today's topic, before we go on to the next thing. Today's topic is think positive, or really positive thinking. And a little bit different than I usually show it. Because this time I'll show you the whole quote. Usually I just show you just half. If we are smart in how we think, we will choose only positive thoughts. This is very true. Because no one tells you how to think, correct? You think on your own. It's your choice. It's you thinking. But this is the rest of the quote, or another part of it. We can find happiness in our daily life. It all depends on what we choose to think. So this is why we should choose positive, looking for what is it that can be more helpful, beneficial to you. Because no one tells us we have to be this way, we have to be that way. We're able to choose the way how we think. So, and here's my master, Leopoldo Machio, whose quote is from. If you want to be happy, we think happy thoughts. If we want to be sad, we think sad thoughts. If you want to be worried, think worrying thoughts. But instead, choose happy or choose positive. This way, it can be a guiding light to help us move forward. Positivity, or really positive thinking, is not supposed to be everything's butterflies and rainbows, okay? That's too much. That goes into the term of toxic positivity, where suddenly you are the problem, but you're totally okay, thinking that everything's fine. Not always, okay? Positivity is more looking for the good so we can deal with what's in front of us. Because everywhere in the world, there's always good and there's bad. Or we could say good and not so good. Because sometimes it's just bad in, in comparison to the good thing you were thinking. So instead, we try to just see it as, okay, this is a thing that's happening. But what's the good part? At least I figured out that this is the thing. Having that positive outlook helps us find a solution. And one way that helps us stay in that positive mode is to remember the homework. Relaxation, and awareness. It's a way to help us keep that balance, help us find contentment, and also be able to see clearly as well as choose the positive thought. That way you can fix or work on whatever that negative thing that might be there. Because we all have them. We're all working on something, including me. But instead of just saying, I'm a horrible person, or there's just problems, there's always this and that. Well, of course, there's always going to be. But if you start to focus on the positive, you start to see a way out of it. You start to see the way that you can fix it, to move past it. So this is why think positive. Okay? So I hope you all try this out and notice the differences. You'll definitely see a smile on your face because funny thing about me is, so you'll always see me with a smile. Like this is my face. A few years back, I had to take a passport picture, and in the U.S., they tell you not to smile, so you're supposed to be still. So this was my face. They took the picture and they had it scanned to the machine. The machine said, "You're still smiling," but this is my face. so, um, so it just comes out on its own. The smile is, like I said before, smile is for you. It's thanks to my mom telling me this as a kid. She said, "You have to smile," because she'd have me put my arms out. She said, "Okay, everything in this area is your world. Everything in your world must be happy. So keep your world happy. Smile." And the thing is, as you smile for yourself, everyone else also feels that good energy. So keep positive. Think positive. Okay? So now I open the floor to you guys. Or before I do that, let me say hello to those who came in. Hello, Akshi. Thanks for joining in. Also, let's see, on Facebook, I see hello, Anne and Annie joining in on Facebook. And hello, Terry on YouTube. Okay, so for the first question, if anyone had any questions, feel free to turn on your mic or type in the chat. And actually, I should see a lot of you guys are very, very good. So here on Zoom, a lot of our members said that they're feeling relaxed, calm, very, very good. Felt very calm, like everything in my body was gone. Very good. Relaxed and refreshed. Okay, now these are all very, very common occurrences in meditation. And sometimes it's the thing about meditation is the meditation experiences can be quite interesting. I used to say the word weird, but it's only weird in the sense of it's not what we're used to in the physical realm. You know, like we know if I hold something up in the air and I let go, it's going to fall. Like we know that. That's just how the world works. But in meditation, it's like a whole new world when our mind starts to go in deeper. Suddenly, why do I feel like I'm floating? Why do I feel like the world is small? Or why do I feel like the world is expanded? There's so many different things that can happen. Allow yourself to experience, okay? You're totally safe. One common occurrence is the feeling of free fall. You're totally safe, okay? Just let you know if that happens to happen to you and it scared you away, it's okay, I understand. It's actually that, so in my technique, the technique that I teach, the Dhammakai technique, our master says that our mind is like the tip of a needle. That's the size of our mind. It's like the tip of the needle. And the pathway of the mind is from the nostril, eye, roof of the mouth, throat, and then it goes down to the belly button. So one to the next is like super fast, very, very far distance. And imagine if you're the size of the tip of a needle, and then go down that quick, it feels like a free fall. That's the reason. Some of us don't have free fall. We're taking the elevator down. I really enjoyed that one much more. So I hope you all have a much more calmer centering, but it does happen. So that way I let you know it might happen, but if it's happening, don't force your way down either. Just simply experience. If it scares you, it's okay to stop. Take a break. When you feel at ease again, come back. Okay? So just let you know. Okay. So a question from Hakuzo. Thank you, Hakuzo. Always having a question for me. He says, do you know anyone that was saved from a dangerous situation with meditation? Dangerous situation? I guess I could count myself a few times where meditation has saved me. Though at the time I didn't feel it was that dangerous. Probably because my mind was very calm at the time. But because I was calm, I didn't make it get worse. We had a meditation retreat in New York. So in New York State, not in the city. So we're outside of the city, out in the forest. Yes, there's much more to New York than just the city, in case you didn't know. And we went with a lot of our New Jersey members. And it was just very, very dark that night. And there's a small apple tree next to the place that where we have the dining hall, or the room that we eat at. And some of the gentlemen were just hanging out outside, enjoying the stars, because when you're away from the city, finally you see the sky. You can see the stars. It's quite beautiful. And I went over to talk to them, and suddenly we hear an apple fall to the floor. We're like, huh? Okay. But it also we also heard a crunch, like someone's biting it. So someone's eating apples, and we just see it fall in there. and it's pitch black. I had a flashlight, so I started walking over there, just wondering if there's something interesting. And I look up at the tree. I'm just looking at the branches, and there's one branch that was fuzzy and black. And then I noticed the fuzzy black branch had toes or fingers. And then look a little bit higher, then I see a bear's face. Oh, it was a baby black bear. Good thing it was a baby. And we both scared each other. So I was like, and then it ran the other way. Which I'm very glad it ran that way instead of at me. That could have been very bad. So, in this case, I was calm enough to just kind of, just watch, and then it kind of, I guess the energy wasn't trying to catch it or be mean or anything like that, so it just kind of went away on its own. And I guess I can kind of count that as something that I use meditation with. But I know that as we meditate, we ourselves become more calm. Our energy becomes more calm. Things around us feel more at ease. I've met people who don't meditate. I remember it was my first year as a monk, and I was in New Jersey, sitting in the school library. And somebody just came up to me and said, "Hey, can I sit next to you?" I'm like, "Sure. There's other seats." She's like, "I just like your energy. It just feels so nice right here." And I'm just thinking to myself, well, I'm not doing anything. I didn't realize I was doing anything. But that's the thing with the meditation. You just start to share good energy as you practice more and more. So that's just some of the little things. Okay. Thank you for your question, Hagaza. Any other questions or wonders? Well, if no questions, no problem. Also, as I mentioned, in a couple months, I plan to have a little bit of a shift in how I do this. But what I like to incorporate or add in is that sometimes I know it feels, for some of you, might be a little shy to ask questions, especially when it's live and broadcasted like this. So if you would like, please email me. Email me your questions or wonders or comments if you'd like. And what I'd like to do is, for those who have really interesting questions, I'll ask you if you want to be named or not, and then I'll post it or not. But also, I'll be able to maybe go into it a bit more, because a lot of your questions are quite interesting, and sometimes they require more time than I'm permitting in these sessions. So in the future, I'm planning to have a bit more time to talk, so that way we can have more ability for longer Q&A, as well as more interesting topics going inward. So that's just a little bit of let you know. My email is lpclint, my name, at Yahoo, or lpclint at passcode.org. So feel free to email either, or send me messages in any way that you guys already know. My QR code at everything that I use. And let's connect, and hopefully whatever question you had or interesting topics that came to mind can become something that I am able to share with you guys here in the future sessions. So just I guess a little taste of my idea is I plan to have Monday to be like a beginner day, so it'll always be level 1 or 2. Wednesday, I plan it to be Wisdom Wednesday, the day that we'll do a Dhamma talk or some kind of wisdom talk. But it's not going to be short, maybe a little bit longer, but much longer space to add more detail and other explanations, and as well as time to interact and question. And Fridays will stay the same, long silence. So our hardcore meditators, Friday. Our new meditators, Monday or Wednesday. And Wednesday, good for meditation and those who want to ask questions or listen to something interesting. So that's the plan for the future. But still, again, in the planning process, as these couple months will be very, very busy. I have only had about an hour break this whole day. We've been, remodeling, and I'm not even doing most of the renovations. I'm helping in the background. But yeah, there's a lot to do, and just wanted to be here to let you guys know there will be some more interesting things happening in the future. But For now, little by little. So if no other questions, yes.
I would like to ask our other participants here, especially if you're thinking about maybe Wednesday being a little bit more in depth. I know we usually try to do these sessions to be an hour long, but would the other participants here think that maybe going an hour and a half would be something to do, or do they prefer just keeping it at an hour?
That's not actually that's a good question. I'll put a post on I'll put a poll post so that way we can make a little vote together. Uh, I think I can do it on YouTube. I'll probably try and do it on several things so we can count many places. But yeah, that's a good question. Thank you very much. Because yes, I know in the future I do want to add a bit more time, especially Friday. Friday I do want to add more time for longer meditation. But Monday and Wednesday, but Wednesday does make sense because if we're doing a wisdom talk, that way we have more time. Yeah, thank you for that, Eric. Then, for now, I'd like to give you all a blessing before we go. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you all be surrounded by good friends who will guide you into light in times of darkness and in times of need. And when you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you're watching from. And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone, keep smiling and let's brighten up the world together. For everyone on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, see you guys next time. For those on Zoom, feel free to stay longer if you'd like to chat. Take care, everyone.